Joe Biden has an ambitious and expensive plan to combat climate change and shift the U.S. energy supply to renewables. Tell me, what do you think of his approach?
Well, I think ignoring climate change is a gigantic mistake. It's a very tough problem to solve, and it's one that you have to start many decades ahead of when you want that solution deployed, because you're talking about changing most of the physical economy of the world: transport, industry, buildings, electricity, all of those things, and agriculture contribute to those emissions. And many of these sources of emissions, we have no solution. So, thank goodness that we have a lot of innovation power, that we can be clever about designing policies and incentives to take things like steel and cement, which are very, very difficult, and find a way of making those without a big premium in cost, and yet having those be green products.
You're a realist, especially when it comes to science. How realistic is Biden's 100% clean energy in America by 2035?
I think that will be very difficult to achieve because it's a great goal. We should do the model of the grid to see how you maintain reliability when you're increasingly reliant on intermittent sources. Storage is still way too expensive to make it the way to deal with that. I and many others are funding lots of storage breakthroughs. We're also funding clean sources like fission, that if we made that a lot less expensive and a lot safer, it could play a significant role here. So we don't really have that blueprint. There's an open source model that anybody can plug in what they think that'll look like, and we'll see what is the cost, what is the reliability. But without innovation, a lot of innovation, we won't be able to get there.
The Biden plan has a $2 trillion price tag. $2 trillion is a lot of money to spend in the space of 4 years. Do you have confidence that the U.S. government can do that responsibly and do it effectively?
Well, the part that I understand the best is the R&D piece. And there, that would use up some of that money. If we spent at the same level we do for health research through the NIH, which is about $35 billion a year, if we had, a National Institute for the Energy and Climate that we let grow, over a period of maybe 8 to 10 years to that level, I can see how that money would make a dramatic difference, not just for the United States, but for the world, and create all sorts of businesses that would be able to export their innovations.